The ballroom glows with crystal lights and polished marble floors. Laughter echoes from wealthy guests dressed in perfection. At the edge of the room stands a little girl, small, thin, her shoes worn, her dress clearly borrowed. She doesn't belong here, and everyone knows it. Then the millionaire notices her. With a glass of champagne in hand and arrogance in his eyes, he smirks and points toward the old piano. His voice cuts through the room, loud enough for all to hear. "Play something," he says mockingly. "If you impress me, I'll adopt you." Laughter explodes. The words aren't kindness. They're cruelty wrapped in gold. To them, she is a joke, a moment of entertainment in an otherwise boring night. But the little girl doesn't laugh. She doesn't cry either. She simply looks at the piano and takes a quiet breath. Most children would have run away. Most would have felt the sting of humiliation burn their cheeks. But not her. She steps forward slowly, her head held low, yet her feet steady. Each step toward the piano feels heavy, like she's walking through judgment itself. Her hands tremble, not from fear, but from memories. Music has always been her shelter. On cold nights, on empty mornings, when no one listened, the keys did. The crowd expects failure. They whisper, scoff, and prepare to laugh again, but the girl sits down. She straightens her back. She places her fingers on the keys like an old friend returning home. For the first time that night, she feels safe. The room buzzes with quiet cruelty. "She doesn't even know how to read music," someone mutters. "Probably learned a nursery rhyme," another sneers. The millionaire leans back, confident, amused, already bored. This is what the world has always done. Judge first. Listen, never. The girl hears it all, every whisper, every doubt, but she closes her eyes. She isn't playing for them. She's playing for the nights she went hungry, for the times she was invisible, for the moments when music was the only thing that said, "You matter." Her fingers hover above the keys, and then she plays. The first note rings out clear, deep, alive. Instantly, the laughter dies. Conversations stop mid-sentence. Glasses freeze in the air. This isn't random noise. This is control. This is emotion. The girl's hands move with confidence far beyond her years. The melody flows like a story being told without words. Soft, then powerful, broken, then hopeful. Faces shift from amusement to confusion, then disbelief. The millionaire's smile falters. This wasn't supposed to happen. No one expected this. The room that once mocked her now listens, completely silent. Each note carries weight. You can hear loneliness in the low keys, hunger in the pauses, loss in the trembling crescendos. This is not a song learned for applause. This is survival turned into sound. Some guests feel their throats tighten. Others blink back tears they don't understand. The girl's face remains calm, but her music screams what her voice never could. She is telling them who she is and where she came from, without saying a single word. And suddenly, her poverty is no longer invisible. It is unforgettable. The millionaire shifts in his seat. His chest feels tight. The music drags something out of him, memories he buried under success and power, a childhood dream he abandoned, a promise he never kept. This was supposed to be a joke. Now it feels like judgment. For the first time in years, he feels small. The girl's hands keep moving, and with every note, his arrogance cracks. He is no longer a man watching entertainment. He is a man being confronted by truth. No one dares to speak. Phones lower, smirks vanish. The same people who laughed now sit frozen, ashamed. Some realize they've never truly listened to anything in their lives. Not like this. They see her now, not as a poor child, not as a joke, but as something rare and real. The room has changed, and so have they. The final note fades gently into the air. The girl lets her hands rest on the keys for a moment longer. then lowers them. She stands up slowly, expecting laughter, expecting nothing. But there is only silence. Heavy, respectful, emotional. She bows her head slightly and turns to leave, believing she has done what was asked, nothing more. She never expected applause. She never expected kindness. She just played her truth. A chair scrapes the floor. The millionaire stands. His voice trembles, not with power, but with humility. "My words were cruel," he says, "and undeserved." He looks at the girl, not above her. "What I offered as a joke, I now offer as a promise." The room holds its breath. This is no longer charity. This is accountability. That night didn't just change her future. It changed his heart. The girl didn't become special because she was adopted. She was always special. Music simply made the world listen, and the millionaire learned a lesson no fortune ever taught him. True wealth is not measured in money, but in the moment you finally learn to see someone who was always there.